dungeon they referred to was a house with a slight chill, floorboards that creaked, cool-toned walls you could hear cooling water behind. There were no rats about to chew on your big toe like leftover dinner, just a general sense of despondency creeping in the soul like common time was too fast for it to move and make moves. The club began with a flicker more so than a flame, the way their peers had, the way they thought that they would, before their assignment. Something about their convergence stifled them, making the flame flicker, and magic present itself in blips. To be in a dungeon is a bit cartoonish, nothing people can see clearly through the grate. If you are unaware, this is the third episode of my IMVU series, and what do we do in this series? I might say we make imaginary friends, but the last group I made was actually called Imaginary Friends. They were a hypothetical co-ed JYPE supergroup, but today is about the Dungeon Club, as I promised. This series is possible because I'm a big writer, and I've sort of trained my brain to comment when I find something interesting, and start asking questions about how to take that idea and just push the envelope. The Dungeon Club is specifically unlike the groups I've put together prior because I've put a lot of focus into the context surrounding their existence rather than just the content they put together. I've put thought into the company and not just the debut, but its performance and where they choose to go after it. Dungeon Club, which was originally called Whiting Club, comes from a company with their own overarching concept. This story they promote that they will, for example, go to scout for trainees with a device that measures magical energy. Like I said, this is the story. A bit of sorts, but one that they commit to, even in their Dungeon Club is in a rough situation. They were assigned a group and content to make through their convergence, but they have experienced their magic dwindling. Magic can dwindle, causing comebacks to perform poorly, and when they do, the group is said to be put in the dungeon. This usually happens later down the line, though. Dungeon Club has only had their debut, and it did not go as planned for many reasons. The group consists of Yunjin from Sserafim, Momo from Twice, Jinny from Secret Number, and Chuu, formerly of Loona. Yes, there's some repeat members, but the important thing here is how they felt during this debut process. Yunjin was part of the team of writers for the debut title track and feels terrible that it didn't perform well despite her efforts. Momo had a small accident on stage that made it difficult to continue dancing. Jinny made a mistake in an interview that made her nervous around her colleagues. Chuu's voice cracked, and a company actually tried to convince her to go solo when she didn't want to, but she was also surprised anyone wanted to represent her. So yes, they were put in the quote-unquote dungeon, hence the branding change. Something interesting about them having just debuted is that their specific types of magic have not really been revealed yet. As part of their debut rollouts, they keep it secret to create a guessing game. People try to analyze every little detail that they can, and they would normally use comebacks to reveal their magic. Instead, they want, when they finally take them out of the dungeon, to build up whether they have any magic at all, which leads into the type of content they go on to make for their first comeback. Like I said, the group is composed of Yunjin, a lead vocalist, lead dancer, and sub-rapper, Momo, a main dancer, lead rapper, and sub-vocalist, Jinny, a main rapper and sub-vocalist, and Chuu, a main vocalist and sub-rapper. I have a comeback mini-album planned out for them called Synergy. It is composed of Off the Record by Hybe, I Do by Idol, LVLY by Kepler, Young Dumb Stupid by NMIX, and Feel My Rhythm by Red Velvet. But the fun part of the series is the music video, right? It'll be a vlog-style video, but with flashes of other footage interspersed throughout it. It actually starts with a clip of Momo looking at herself in the mirror, forcing a smile before realizing she has lipstick on her teeth. Then it cuts to the actual vlog footage with the girls running off to have fun at this carnival. There is different footage, a shot from above the scene, seemingly filmed from within an air shoot. Momo is dancing and she starts overthinking it and the accident she made, seeming very embarrassed. Then we see Yunjin and Chuu playing some carnival games, but we're quickly back to the air shoot angle. This time Jinny is laying flat on her back in bed with headphones on, not wireless headphones. Hers specifically have wires, and the windows are dark in this scene's timeline. Then, back in the vlog, Jinny is on a bench, surprised as Momo hands her popcorn. She tosses a piece of popcorn for Momo to catch in her mouth. Back to the airshoot, though, Chuu is in a vocal lesson practicing a warm-up, holding her throat like she must sound scratchy. Through an air vent, like with actual grates, Yunjin halts a vinyl record, and she seemingly does the warm-up herself. She does Momo's dance, and it directly focuses on Jinny from above as she gives Jinny wireless headphones and replaces them on her ears herself, Jinny looking from side to side with wide eyes, confused. When they're all walking around together, Chuu has a stuffed animal practically bigger than her, Jinny is decked out in accessories from winning prizes. Momo notices someone filming them because they have already debuted, and she tells the girl she has lipstick on her teeth instead of engaging otherwise, even though there is no lipstick on her teeth. Then you see them on the Ferris wheel and the skyline cracks, changing to darkness with a barren world below. They hesitate to get off, and Chuu hesitates too long and accidentally goes up again, making her panic. The others have to wait to save her as there are creatures wandering about, looking like the army of decay from Winx Club. There's a glitch effect, though, and the music sounds eerily bright as we go back and forth between worlds, the carnival as normal and surrounded. Chuu is near passing out when she comes back to a once again cheery world, floating like Eunbi at the end of the glitch MV until they touch her shoulder and her eyes go wide as she falls to the floor. But we see the fall from afar as they all go up, the creatures approaching the wheel. There are bright lights from within the capsule, intense and unclear in terms of exactly what it is, but it breaks the capsule, a beam shooting out toward the sky, and that is the cliffhanger, though a light in the sky appears as if peeking into a dungeon from above.